Hey guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be making this little lace ornament. And what I've done is just put the petals around the outside, a little more lace on the inside. I used a faceted stone in the middle and put a few pearls around it. It's fine to stop right there, but I thought it would be cute to take this little bell and also attach it. Which I won't glue it right now, but just to show you the difference, to make it a little bit longer on the tree. Of course, depending on the size of your lace, you can make this a lot bigger as well. So this is what we're going to make today. I'm just going to lay that aside. Oh, one other thing I thought would have been cute. Instead of the faceted, I had this little silver that you could put in there instead, and hanging with the silver bell I thought would have, probably been cuter. So that's just something else to think about. You could even use silk flowers, like if you had a tiny little poinsettia or something like that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I've got this lace. I have a small, narrow piece of lace that is about 6.5 inches. It doesn't have to be that long. That was that little piece here in the center. And then the petals are going to be made up of these. They are 3 inches long. And I've got 7 of those. This is a soft lace. So what we're going to do is grab our stiffener. And since we used the Mod Podge before, we're going to use Aleene's fabric stiffener and draping liquid. Now I'm working on plastic. You could work on Reynolds wrap, Mylar, anything. This will just peel right up from. And just go right into my liquid. This is much thicker than the Mod Podge. And we're just going to start coating it. We're going to do this to all of the lace. Now I didn't this piece, but you definitely could. I just needed it to be a little more malleable to work around into the center, so I didn't stiffen that one. Alright, so this is going to need some dry time. So as soon as this is dry, I'll come back and show you how to put it together. Okay, so now we can pick these up, and you can see they're nice and stiff. So what we're going to be doing is folding this so that that is at a point. And this makes like a little cone. Okay, once you get it folded, take your glue, we're going to do that to all 7. just like when we made the angel, we're gonna take a couple of stitches, maybe 3. Just to make sure it's tied off and doesn't come undone. And then we're just gonna do a loose running stitch to gather it, just like with the angel. And then pull those 2 edges together, pull it tight, and take a few stitches again to tie it off. And then just snip it. Okay, now we want to lay these out, all the points to the center. Actually, this is the best time to trim if you're going to need to trim. So if you have one like this, where you have a little 2 points instead of 1, basically, you're just going to go in, line the center up with your where you want the point to be, and you're just going to trim it off. Like that. So we'll quickly do that. This one, see, has 2 little points there. We only want 1. And then I just want to find the side and put a little bit of glue. And just lay one right up against it. Now I shift this around. If I feel the glue starting to stick to the plastic, just move it around a little and take it so it doesn't adhere. On this, in that area where I gathered it, I just put some glue and go right down in the center. You can leave it, or you can put something in the center, which I'm going to use this little silver piece. And then we just want to let that set up. Now, some other things you can do at this point is you could take Mod Podge or something that's not as thick as the A-Lanes, because this is really thick. You could take something a little thinner like Mod Podge and just paint it and then sprinkle glitter on it if you want. This is a Christmas ornament, so this is the time that if you want to use glitter, I say you can use glitter. Now on the other one, I had also run this little string of pearls. I made a little ring and went right around the center, so we'll do that again. This will just lay right in there like that. So what I do is I just find 4 points and drop a little spot of glue. And on this side as well. One side of my little silver thing is wanting to pop up. So I just tucked a little spot of glue under there to hold it. Something else you can do, if you have plenty of little pearls, you can cut a length long enough that when you fold it in half, you could put a little bit of glue there and tuck it down inside so that you have little pearls coming out all the way around if you want. Now, like with everything else, you're going to have one side that looks better than the other, so figure out where you want your top and your bottom to be, and then measure. Just going to lay that into the glue. Let that set up, and then we'll do one more at the bottom. Okay. So this one's done. Now I will tell you, let me, as a matter of fact, let me grab the other one and I can show you actually. This one was made with the Mod Podge stiffener, and this one is still, it's clearer, if you will. It's not as stiff, but it's close. This one took on a milky look and is much stiffer, which they're both okay for the ornament. But just an FYI, if you're trying to decide which one to use, you may want to go with this one. Or, if you like how stiff this one is, then like I said, brush on something and put some glitter on there to bring back its gloss. Or this one you can see more glitter. Or, well, it's in the lace, woven into the lace, but you can see more silver. I was going to use some silver, but I think I'm going to use this instead. This is diamond dust. Some people call it glitter glass. Keep it away from children and pets. But it gives such a pretty sheen. Okay, I'm going to go back to the Mod Podge brand here. And I will say with glitter, the finer the glitter, the better. If you were going to use this, this is an extra fine, and it's very, very shimmery. I'll just put a little on here to pull from. Because this is so milky, I'm going to go pretty far back in there. Couldn't find my tiny little spoon, so I'm just going to use a regular spoon. I'm going to try to keep it on the paper towel so it doesn't make too big of a mess. And then just kind of shake it around, get it all over the glue. You see it glistening there. It almost looks like frost on snow. It's beautiful. So we're going to lay that there and let it dry. Not got too much. I like just a little on the edges, and then I still have that other diamond dust in the center there. So I'm going to continue to do the edges. It's really difficult to do with your fingers because it's so fine. It just wants to stick to you. I'm just giving it a once over to make sure I didn't lose all of my diamond dust because it's gorgeous. And I'm debating, do I want to put a little here too? And I think I do. I think I want to go right underneath that silver line. The thicker may have been better for the diamond dust, I'm not sure. But this has that same agent that is going to dry so stiff that I think it's going to be fine. In the past I've used it with triple thick. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so you can just see the difference here. Making a very simple one with these 7 pieces of lace, and then the 8th piece was a little bit different with something in the center and a pearl. Adorable. The only reason really I decided to experiment with this one was because the Aleene's brand of stiffener had given the lace a milky look. So where this one you can see silver on the inside and the outside, I wasn't seeing that here. So I decided to get a little creative and see what else we could do. We added some pearls. We added some, we tipped in silver glitter, very fine glitter. And then I also used the diamond dust, which I just love that anyway. And then of course added the bell at the bottom. So you can do as little or as much as you want. And I'm sure you'd be creative, make it match your tree. You could change up the stone in the center. If your tree is in red and green, maybe just put a little red holly berry there or a red stone. Maybe do some red glitter, you know, red laces. Just kind of, this is a very basic ornament to make you think outside the box how to make it fit your tree. All right, I will see you guys later. Bye.